welcome back to Teacher Tips. I'm Melissa Price, and I'm here at Lincoln Heights Elementary today with Lori Blehm. Lori teaches kindergarten here at Lincoln Heights, and we're here to talk about an important topic for families, and that is the upcoming kindergarten and preschool registrations. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so first things first, when is kindergarten and preschool registration being held?
Every year, kindergarten students are asked to come and pre-register the week of this year it's the week of February 24th through the 28th. It starts at 9 in the morning and it goes till 2 in the afternoon. There is also an evening opportunity for families who can't come during the day because of their work, and that will be the February 25th from 5 till 7 o'clock at night.
Okay, so what age of children are eligible to register for kindergarten and for preschool?
To be able to qualify for registration, you have to be 5 by July 31st. If your birthday falls before that, then you're welcome to come and register your child. If it falls slightly after that and you're concerned about that, we do have the opportunity of our Scottsbluff Bear Cub preschool. And so if your child doesn't qualify for kindergarten, then just know that you have those options as well.
Okay, and when families come to complete that registration, what are some of the things that they need to have available so that they're prepared?
First of all, you must register your child by a parent or a legal guardian. When you come, you need to bring a state certified birth certificate along with proof of address, like a utility bill of some sort like that just proves where your address really is. And then before the first day of kindergarten, you'll need to have filled out a physical examination from a doctor and also a vision examination from an eye doctor.
Okay, that sounds like that's pretty easy to do. So when it comes to families, and it can be kind of a transitional time for kids entering kindergarten the first time, as a parent, how do I know that my child is ready to go to kindergarten?
The transition into kindergarten is usually harder for the parents than it is for the kids, just because it's hard for moms and dads to let go of their little ones, and we totally get that. But the way you can tell that your child is ready is that they're asking about school, they have questions about school. If your child can follow 1 to 2 step direction when you give them, that helps us here at school know that they're capable of following directions and completing the task. Can they finish that task without interruptions, without reminders? Can they stay focused on that? One of the biggest things, though, that you can tell that they're ready is just self-help skills. Do they know when their nose is running and they need to go get a Kleenex? Do they know how to zip their coat? Do they know, can they get themselves dressed in the morning? Do they not cry when you leave them in a new situation and you're not there with them? Are they independent in those activities? Those are good signs that tell parents whether they're ready for school or not.
Okay, and are there things that families can do now to start to work on some things to make that transition and those first days of school maybe a little easier?
I always suggest to parents that if you know the school that you're going to attend, that you're planning on attending, go play on that playground. Walk around the school building. Get them familiar with the building itself. Big thing is talk about school. Talk about their teacher. Keep telling them how much fun they're going to have. Again, practice those self-help skills so that they feel confident walking into the classroom themselves. And one of the things that I always say to help that transition is when you go out to buy their school clothes or their new school shoes and those kinds of things, have them involved with all of that, talking about it, buying their backpacks, buying their supplies. Make sure they're with you when you go and do those things. And as far as the shoe goes, to help them be more successful in the transition, when we have classrooms of 20 kids in our room, tying shoes becomes a big issue that first semester of kindergarten. So Velcro shoes are always great because then they can be independent with those activities as well. So you can also help by getting them involved in outside activities like the YMCA programs, Sunday school programs, Awanas, anything where they're with other groups of children, having to learn how to get along with their peers and not just always with their family members.
Okay, so what can parents and students expect on the first day of kindergarten or the first days?
The Scottsbluff Public Schools does a really, I feel, a very valuable experience for the kids. We don't have all the kindergarten kids that come on the first day of school. We have them come in rotations of small groups, either half come one day and a half start the next day, or thirds depending on our numbers. But that helps with that transition where they can have more one-on-one time with the teacher. We can help them find where things are out easier in small groups. We can help them through the lunch lines so that when they all walk in the first day all together, some of those procedures and routines they've already experienced in a small group setting, which makes it easier when they come in large group settings. There's also a parent meeting that all schools hold before kids start to answer parents' questions to help them feel better about the transition into kindergarten. And it's a visitation day for the kids as well. So they get to see their room, they get to bring their school supplies in, they get to pick their chairs so they know day one, they know exactly where to go, and all those unknowns aren't so scary as they were the day before.
Okay, that's great. I think that we're all really excited to have this whole new crop of families come and register. Any other thoughts or any other things that families need to know? One thing is, if you aren't sure which elementary school is your elementary school, or if you're not sure whether or not you're in our district, you can call our district office at 635-6200, and they can help you out with that part.
Yep, and the schools, you can call any school secretary has a district map. So if you're not sure which school to attend, they can help you with all of that. You can always call the district office as well, but they can give you that information. Kindergarten is for many families is the first time for your child to be away from their parents. And so one thing I like to always tell parents is that when you start kindergarten, you become part of a team, just like a basketball team or a volleyball team or any sports team. You become your child's school cheerleader, and you need to be there to support them. So it's the teacher and the school working together to make the best they can be, make your child be the best they can be. So just remember, when you start school, you're part of this team as well.
Well, that's great.